Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tyler's Tiger Talk. So if you're me right now, you're really excited, whether you're an Alabama fan, LSU fan. I've been seeing both through the past couple videos I've made about Alabama versus LSU. So you're excited. We're 24 hours, a little bit less, 23 hours from game time, and man, am I excited. Um, so a couple things to review before the game tomorrow. This is going to be a pretty short video, nothing long. I think I've kind of gotten my point through of what LSU needs to do uh, to beat Alabama. And in this game, I do think LSU is going to win. I've said it before. I've been right on every prediction so far about each LSU game, like I've said, but Florida State. But I didn't start this podcast really till after the Florida State game. Technically, I haven't been wrong. I wasn't wrong about that, but I wasn't right about it. So, starting after Florida State, I've been right about every game, including Tennessee. Didn't think we were going to lose to Tennessee that bad, but this team didn't get started until that Florida game, and everything just clicked. Then Jane Daniels clicked. This defense started to click, and you blew out Ole Miss 45 to 20, and you didn't let them score in the second half. You didn't let them score in the second half. So a lot of things, a lot of positives LSU has gone through these past few weeks. This defense has to get going right away. I don't think there needs to be any delay on that. You'll see Harold Perkins on the field probably the first snap of the game. If Alabama's on offense first, hopefully they will. Hopefully you get that big stop. You have your student section cheering for you. Hopefully LSU can get that coin toss and be able to defer and get it in the second half. Little wins like that, you're really gonna need. Your team needs to be ready, and I think they are. I think LSU's pumped up. They're defending. They're at home. This is Death Valley. It's Saturday night. This is 9:11 a.m. game. Hot and drowsy. It's should be okay weather by the time game starts. It's supposed to rain a little bit, storm a little bit tomorrow, but those storms should pass for game time. So no excuses tomorrow. LSU's ready. I think these players are ready, and I think they're ready to beat a good team in Alabama. If you're an Alabama fan, you really expect to win. Those are your expectations. Those are usually Alabama fans' expectations. I don't think they're going to win this game. I don't think Roll Tide roll for this game. And I'm confident in that. And hey, if I'm wrong, my video on Sunday, I'll address that I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I think LSU just has so many positives going for them in this game. I think the coordinators are better, some of the coaches are better, and when it comes to Nick Saban and Brian Kelly, I think Nick Saban has a little edge over Brian Kelly. He knows he's coached in the SEC for years. He's going to go down as one of the best coaches in college football history. But I think he's losing his touch a little bit, and that's something that'll be talked about later in the season, whether Alabama wins or loses or goes to the playoff. I think that's something will be talked about. I think Nick Saban will coach to the day that he can't coach. He's unable, but I do think he's losing his touch a little bit. So I think LSU has a lot of positives going in this game. Thank God it's at home. I think that helps a lot. Being at home, you have your fans there to cheer and root you on, and it's going to be loud. It's sold out. This is going to be huge games. Just think about it. The stadium alone holds 102,000 people, and that's not the people tailgating, just going on campus. It's going to be packed, a couple 100,000 people at LSU. So really exciting. It's going to be a great environment. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think LSU escapes with it. I think they upset number 6 Alabama, and I think that people are gonna see why they deserve that 10th rank. There's been a lot of controversy over that, a lot of hate on LSU. I just released a video a few minutes ago actually, so if you want to go watch that, it's my reaction video. This guy was talking about, oh, LSU got all the slack, Utah, TCU's not getting the slack. And you'll see how it reacted to that. Well, wasn't very happy with his comments, and like I said, some of these guys get paid to say crap like that. But yeah, I'm confident in LSU to win. Wasn't too confident with Tennessee, but this team has showed you the past 2 games what they could do and how effective they could be. And I don't think they were even they're playing at their highest level when they beat Florida, when they beat Ole Miss. I think it's almost like they got to 70% with Florida, they got to 80% with Ole Miss, 85, maybe even 90. Let's see if they can hit 100% against Alabama. No mistakes. Keep the penalties to a low. Don't make any special teams mistakes. Just be the better team. I think for LSU to win this game, they're going to have to be perfect, and Alabama is going to have to make a couple mistakes. Um, you have to have that balance because Alabama is obviously the better team. They're the more disciplined team. They're a more mature team. This LSU is just getting things started, and that's something that people don't understand is that this is not LSU from 2019 or this is a this is a totally redeveloped team. New coaches, some new players, new staff, just a new way of life for this LSU team. And that's something people need to really understand. And when I see people who are like, well, that's one of the guys that I think in the video talked about, he was like, so LSU gets pardoned for this Florida State loss and Utah doesn't for losing to Florida. He's like, I find Utah's loss to Florida more acceptable than LSU's loss to Florida State. But you got to realize this new quarterback, these new coaches, this team was trying to get used to a whole thing different. And then later, when LSU got more mature throughout the week, a team that Utah lost to in Florida, LSU dominated and bulldozed through. So I think this LSU team has matured. I think Jaden Daniels should have a good game. Pray and hope to God he doesn't go back to Jaden Daniels at the beginning of the year where he's indecisive. I don't think he will. I think he's matured and he's ready for this threat. He's there. He's there, and hopefully he can stay there in that position he wants to be in, where he's forcing the ball. Hopefully not too often, but he's throwing in tight windows. He's trusting his receivers because I tell you, 9 times out of 10, you throw the ball up to your best guy, whether it's Brian Thomas, Kayshon Boutte, they're going to come down with it over Alabama's DBs. I think LSU's wide receivers, wide outside ends, whatever, are just better than what Alabama has to offer on the defensive side. LSU needs to come in this game strong, ready, prepared, and I think they are. Yes, Alabama had a bye week, but I think the bye week's more crucial for LSU than it is for Bama. That bye week, I think Bama is already disciplined in the fact where they're making their plays, they're limiting penalties, all that type of stuff. And we have seen mistakes on Bama's side, but I think it's more often with LSU. So I think that LSU got that extra week. It gives them more of an advantage than it does Bama. I think it almost helps them catch up to Alabama, given that extra week. So LSU, like I said, has to play light. I mean, they have to play extraordinarily good. It's not going to be, this win is not going to be easy. Trust me, it's not going to be easy. But at the end of the day, it's going to be worth it. So LSU just has to get a running game going. Jaden Daniels has to be strong and confident. And they got to put a lock on Bryce Young in offense. Yes, Jahmyr Gibbs is a good back, but LSU has shown you they can stop the run game, and I think they will. I think Alabama's really going to have to turn to Bryce Young in this game. Bryce Young is going to have to do exceptionally well, improvise things that he can do. Very good improviser and playmaker. The guy's an extraordinary quarterback, probably the best QB in all of SEC, in all of college football right now. He's just extraordinarily good. Alabama, you don't see the receivers that much in Alabama this year. There's no Ruggs or Mechie or Deion Smith, but Bryce Young is still making it happen, which makes him so good, and he's very dangerous, and it's something that LSU is going to be, they're going to have to stop, and that's why I'm so glad that Harold Perkins is going to be on that field. And if you're not an Alabama fan, if you're an Alabama fan and you do not know Harold Perkins' name, at the end of this game, you're going to know his name. And I think he's going to deliver some crucial plays, get after Bryce Young. He's really fast. He's a good physical player. And I think he's going to get to Bryce Young every now and then and make crucial stops, TFLs or sacks. And if it's not him getting to Bryce Young, it's him causing the ruckus. You got Ojolari out there, Gay. I mean, so many good backs that can really get in there. Baskerville. I mean, just there to cause chaos, and you're getting Major Burns back. So just you have the keys to success. You have the keys to all the locks. You just got to open them. So I'm ready for this game. I'm excited. We'll just have to wait. I'll be up bright and early to get to LSU. It's gonna be packed. So wake up early. That's all I can say. If you want a parking space, if you want to even be able to get to the stadium, wake up early. Be on in Tiger Stadium early if you want to see. So I mean that's really all I have to say. I think Brian Kelly has prepared this team to fight this Alabama Crimson Tide football team. Um, Not only do I think Alabama is going to get outplayed in this game, I think they're going to get outcoached. I think they're going to get outcoached. We just gotta wait, right? We just gotta wait for it to happen. But I'm excited. I'm ready. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Leave a comment so I can question it, or I can answer it. Ask me a question so I can answer it, or if you have a statement, whatever, leave it down in the comments. I'll answer it. Whether you're Alabama fan, LSU fan, I'll answer it before the game, and I'll probably answer it tomorrow morning. So yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to go through. Let's hope Josh Williams and John Emery can get going in the run game tomorrow. I think they're going to be crucial to the game and the game plan. You have to get those guys going. So Jaden Daniels, it can relieve some pressure for Jaden Daniels, because I think Jaden Daniels is going to get the ball out there, something he needs to do, something that Hendon Hooker in Tennessee had great success doing against Alabama. Just getting that ball out there. LSU is going to have to push the ball out there more than they're used to. And it's good to have those 15-yard curl routes, 10-yard curl routes, but you're going to have to go downfield, verticals, whatever. You're gonna have to push that ball downfield, and I think that's something that's in the plan for tomorrow. So stopping Bryce Young, I think, is gonna be crucial. Not giving him that time to make plays and get out the pocket. So that's what LSU has to do tomorrow. Key success. This is gonna be a great football game. Again, I'm so excited. There's so much to look forward to. This is gonna be a great game. It's going to follow Tennessee and Georgia, so LSU is going to know who they face in the SEC championship if they win this football game. Same for Alabama. So Alabama's got a lot to lose. Nick Saban's got a lot to lose. The scarier Alabama team than usual when they're at that one loss. But one loss or two losses. I mean, one loss or zero losses. I mean, Alabama would still be fighting for the SEC West technically. So. They'll have to beat them. Either way, so Alabama coming into Death Valley, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Going to be an exceptional and loud game. It's going to be a great environment. Can't wait. Again, like the video, consider subscribing. Leave me a comment down below before I can answer before the game tomorrow, and go Tigers.